In this video, we're going to build out the ability to update our users for our e-commerce website with Django and Python. Hey guys, John Elder here from Codemy.com, and in this video, we're going to build out the ability to allow our users to update their profiles for our Django e-commerce website. Now, in the past, we set up the ability to register for the site, log in, log out. In this video, we're going to look at updating profiles. Now, there's not a whole lot of information in a profile right now, just the username, first name, last name, email address, and password. But those 5 things, and we're going to add more things to that in the future. But for right now, those 5 things we're going to allow the user to update, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. So let's head over to our code. I'm using the Sublime Text Editor in the Git Bash terminal as always. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other videos in this Django e-commerce series. So check that out if you haven't so far. I've got our code here and I'm in our store directory, and let's open up our urls.py. So the first thing we want to do is just create a URL for an update page. So let's add this here and let's call this, what do we want to call this? Update_user, something like that. And for here, instead of register user, we want update user. And for the name, we want update_user. Okay, go ahead and save that and close it. Now let's head over to our templates and let's right click and create a new file. And let's save this as what? Update_user.html, something like that. And for now, let's go to our register page and let me just copy all of this and kind of paste it in. Instead of it saying register for a new user account, let's have this say update user profile, something like that. And here, instead of register, let's say update profile. Go. And down here, we don't want to point this to register. We want to point this to update_user. And the form, I don't know, let's call this user form. We could probably just keep it as form. But instead of register, we want this to say update profile to the button. And that looks good. And we'll maybe tweak this a bit in a second here, but for now, that'll work. And now let's head over to our views.py file. And let's come up here and let's define update_user. We always want to pass in a request. And for now, I'm just going to come down here and copy this and paste it in. But instead of pointing to category summary, we want to point this to update_user. And for now, we'll get rid of all of this stuff. Okay, that looks good. Go ahead and save this. Now we want to add this link to our navbar. So let's head over to our navbar. And that is right there. And scroll down to this is authenticated section. We only want this to be able to be, clicked on when a user is logged in, right? If they're not logged in, we don't want them to be able to even go to this page, let alone see the link. So here is our log out link. So I'm going to copy that and paste it in again, tab it over a bit. But instead of it saying log out, we want this to say update_user. And here, let's say, I don't know, let's just have it say profile. Okay, let's go ahead and save that, head back over to our website and hit reload and see if that worked. Now I'm already logged in because you can see this log out thing. But when we click on profile, it goes to this update profile page. Has a button, but nothing else because we haven't created a form yet. But okay, so far so good. So now we need a form for this page. And if we head over to our forms.py file, right there, you see we have this sign up form that allows the user to sign up, and it uses the user creation form that's built in with Django. Now there's another form we can use that's also built in with Django. We need to import it. It's called the user change form. And this does just what it sounds like. It allows the user to change their profile stuff, their profile information. It creates a form for that. So let's come down here and let's create this. Let's call this what? UpdateUserForm. Call it anything you want. But the important thing here is it's going to inherit that user change form that we just imported right here. Now I'm just going to copy all of this stuff from our sign up form because I'm lazy, but also because it's mostly what we need. And I'm going to tab over and pop that in here. Now, the only weird thing is this user change form doesn't allow you to update your password. You need to do that on another page with another sort of system. And we'll probably get into that in the next video. Not super important for this video. We just want to be able to update, our email, our first name, our last name, probably our username. And that is all of this stuff here. But since this user change form doesn't allow for passwords, we need to take these two password things off. Take that out there. We also need to come down here and get rid of this password stuff. So we'll take that out as well. So basically we just have our email, our first name, our last name. Our model is our user model. That's this thing up here. And we are good to go. Now, in order to use this form, this update user form, I'll go ahead and save this page, by the way. We need to import this into our views.py file. So come to our views.py file, and we have this line here from .forms, import our signup form. We also want to import that new update user form. So okay, now we can use that in this update user function. So now we need to do some work in this function. So first things first, we only want this page to be able to pop up if a user's logged in. If they're not logged in, it means they don't have an account, and we can't have them updating an account that doesn't exist, right? So let's just start out by saying if request.user.is_authenticated, and we've done this sort of thing before, then first things first, we need to know what user we're dealing with, right? So let's get the current user, current_user, and we'll set that equal to the user.objects.get, and we want to get the user from the model, from the database that has an ID of whoever is requesting, so request.user.id. At any given time with Django, when a user is logged in, you can find out what user that is by calling the request.userid. It gets the current logged in user because that's what request has. It's the current logged in user that's looking at the computer at the moment, right? So whoever's sitting in front of their computer and logged in, that is request.user.id. And we can say, hey, get this ID number and look it up in our user model. Remember, every user has a unique ID. This will look up that user and assign that user to this current_user. Let's make this singular, current_user variable, right? So, okay, that looks good there. Now let's create our form. So I'm going to call this, I don't know, let's call this user_form. Let's head back over to our update user page, and we are importing this. I want to call this user_form. It just, I don't know, just makes sense to me. I'm going to call it user_form instead of just form. So head back over here. So our user_form, that's going to equal this guy that we just imported, our update user form. So we'll pop that in here. And if you've forgotten from 3 minutes ago, that is, of course, this update user form we just created, right? So we're going to set that form equal to that. And then we're going to say request.post or none. And we want to set an instance here. So instance equals our current_user. What this will do is when they go to the web page for the first time, when they click on the profile link to go to this page, it'll have their current information already in the form. So it'll have their current username. It'll have their first name, their last name, and their email address, I guess. Here, we're basically saying two things. We're saying, hey, if they're posting, if they filled it out and clicked the button, do one thing. Otherwise, set the instance to the current user. Instance, did I spell that right? I did, but somehow or other, there we go, that disappeared. All right, now that looks right. Just to recap, our user form is the update user form, and it's either they're posting it, they filled it out, or none, and then slap in the current user information, okay? So that's good. Now, let's say they filled out the form. So let's go if user_form.is_valid. What do we want to do? We want to take our user_form and .save it. Then once that information has been updated and saved, we want to log them back in with their new information. It's just a little quirk you have to do with Django. Whenever you update a user, you have to log them back in again, but we can do that automatically just by calling the login function, and we can pass in the current request and the current_user. So it'll happen right behind the scenes. They won't even notice it. And then let's give this a message. So let's say messages.success, and we want to pass in the request, and we want to say user has been updated. Woohoo! All right, there we go. And then we just want to redirect somewhere. Where do we want to redirect? Let's redirect to the home page. So let's return, redirect, and let's just point them home. Otherwise, if they haven't filled out the form, they probably are just going to the page to fill out the form. So we have to render the page. So let's go return, render, pass in our request as always. And here we want to point them to our update_user.html. And we need to pass in this user form, right? So that it's available on the page. So we do that like we always pass in things with Django, just like that. We also need an else statement here because up here we're saying, hey, if they're logged in, do all this stuff. Else, if they're not logged in, well, we need to do something. So let's give a messages. You know what? I'm just going to copy this guy right here. Come back down here because I'm lazy. Pop this in. Here, instead of user's been updated, let's give a little message that says, you must be logged in to access that page. Woohoo! Right? And then otherwise, well, we could just return redirect back to our homepage. Okay, so that looks good. We don't need this guy from earlier when we were just throwing up a quick page. And okay, that was a lot of stuff. I probably messed something up, but let's head back over to the website and try it. Let's hit reload. Oh, yep, sure enough. What did we do here? I don't know. Let's check the terminal. Broken pipe. All right, so that sounds like, nope, that's not it. Update user form. You know what? On our forms.py file, when we copied and pasted right here, it accessed the sign up form. And that's this thing down here that we copied and pasted from right here, right? We obviously don't want the sign up form. We want the update user form. There we go. That's the problem with copying and pasting. It's sloppy, but we'll get it sorted out. Head back over here, hit reload. All right, so here, now we have our username. First name, last name, and email address are not filled out because if you remember, when we set up our super user account, go to the admin area and look, our admin user we never listed an email address, first name, and last name. So that stuff's not even there. So we could change this. Let's go John Elder. And let's go john@codemy.com. Now, we'll talk about this in just a second, but let's give this a try. User has been updated. Okay, let's go back and make sure. Sure enough, I'm going to change this to John2 just to see. User's been updated, sends us back to the home page. Come back, sure enough, John2. So it looks like it's working. So let's update this again. Now, what is all of this stuff? It says password, no password is set. Raw passwords are not stored. So there's no way to see the user's password, but you can change the password using this form. And there's a link. And if we click on this, it goes to 1, which is our user ID, /password. And there's nothing here. So we may want to build this out if we want to allow the user to update their password, which we probably do. This video is getting a little bit long, so we're not going to do that in this video. But for now, I mean, this is kind of weird looking. We can get rid of that. Head back over to our forms.py file. And right here in our update user form, just right away, we can say password equals none. So here I'm going to say hide password stuff. And here I'm going to say get other fields. So now if we save this, head back over here, hit reload, boom, all that stuff disappears and it looks a little bit nicer. We can confirm this if we want by going to the admin section and click on users. Now our admin does have an email address, first name and last name, and it's looking pretty good. Now, this is not enough stuff, right? First name, last name, and email address, as well as username. That's not enough stuff for a user profile. We need other stuff. We need their address, their shipping address, their billing address. Maybe we want to save a credit card, though that's a little iffy because there's all kinds of merchant account rules for storing passwords. We'll get into all that later. But there's other stuff we're going to want to save, basically. And the user authentication system for Django only allows you to sort of deal with these fields. We can sort of build on top of it. We can extend it out using some other methods that we'll look at in the next few videos. But for now, we're just going to, make sure this is set up and good to go because we need this before we can do anything else. Before we can extend things and update, we need to, make sure this is working. And we did that in this video, and it's pretty simple, and that's all there is to it. That's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube50 to get 50% off lifetime membership. So that's access to all my courses, over 60 courses, thousands of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Doing over 190,000 students learn to code just like you. My name is John Alder from Codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.